Welcome back to the Team Nerd Herd podcast, where our best advice is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. Herd, we are super excited to bring you yet another comic book artist spotlight interview, a segment we like to call, What If We Never Shut the F Up? Today, you guys will find out. But before we introduce our guests, who we are super excited to have, let's go ahead and get into this roll call. What's going on, Alonzo? Talk to me.
Ooh, not much, but yeah, I'm super excited about who we have in the back room today. But yeah, this is Alonzo, aka Comics and Pops. I am your comic book nerd as well as your pop culture fanatic. How about you, Ian? What's going on?
Yo, what's up? My name is Hood Rat. You're Hood Rat. We're all Hood Rats. I'm just your schizophrenic collector of all things real and digital, man. I'm ready to get this interview rolling. What's up, Steve?
Nothing much. And I'm Steve, aka Hip Hop Send Me _comics_collectibles. I'm your 1/12 scale collector, comic book lover, and chaser of all things nostalgic. Now that we got the roll call, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our guests. We're going to go ahead and introduce the gals. Now, you guys have seen our gals in the community. You've seen Laura from Bird City. You've seen Mama Comic Lucy. They are here with us. Give them a round of applause. The gals from Nearing Nerdvana.
Yo, welcome.
So happy to have you guys. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh, we're excited to be here. When Lucy told me about this, I'm like, they're having who on? I have to be there. I'm not going to give anything away, but
I know.
Oh yeah. Well, we're super grateful to have you guys. We've been watching you guys and your guys' show. We love what you guys have been doing over there. We love the diversity and direction and all the different topics. It's just such a breath of fresh air. And it's great to see the women in our community that are here, that are, supporting as well. So I'm ecstatic. So thank you guys.
You guys always have a really good vibe to your show. You always have a lot of great content that no one's talking about. Like, you guys have the best show on the YouTube. Let's go. Near Nirvana, man. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely easier because we're all friends, but I completely agree. It's nice to have women that are kind of giving a different perspective, and we bring in as many female creators as we can, and it's fun. We enjoy it. We're glad you guys watch.
Oh yeah,
sure. Definitely.
Huge fan.
We are bell notified, Laura. Bell notified. It's kind of deja vu because this past week I was watching the sexualized covered segment. I loved it, and without further ado, we want to go ahead and introduce our guests. Now, she is an international powerhouse artist. You guys have seen her covers It Dynamite with Red Sonja, Dear Becky, The Boys. Also, that new cover in Batman 108 with that Miracle Molly. She's staring right into my soul right now, and I'm scared. I'm going to tell you guys right now. But if you're on a horror tip like Mama Comic and I, you look up there and you see that nice house on the lake, and she is setting the tone. Team Nerd Herd, give her a round of applause and a warm welcome. Our friend to the podcast, Carla Cohen.
Woo! Hey, Carla.
Hey,
how you doing?
Yes.
Hey, Carla.
Hi,
Doing
Carla.
well. Super excited.
Well, thank you so much for coming by. We're super excited to have you. And
Thanks
I
to
know.
you. It's a honor.
Thank you very much. So without further ado, Carla, we kind of have this segment that we kind of break up. It is a rapid fire question. It allows our audience to know a little bit more about you. And I know the gals have questions as well as Ian and Alonzo. So we're going to go ahead and give you a couple of our rapid fire questions. So for me, I'm going to start it off with, I love your art. I love the realization of it. I love the beauty of it. And I want to know, is there a specific artist or music that you listen to set the tone and to kind of gear into painting your covers?
Well, I'm very inspired by artists because especially when you do realism, you need to see something real to be inspired and to take inspiration from. There is a lot of artists that I really admire in the fine art and in the comic industry. I would say Boris Vallejo, Julie Bell, of course Lucio Perillo, who is my mentor and my other half. So also Olivia. There is such a great artists nowadays, and Yeah, this is what I'm taking my inspiration from. And apart from music, I'm very non-constant about music. Like
Okay.
I can hear classical and move to rock and move to pop indie chill music. Very yeah, large
Diverse.
variety. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome to
'Cause
hear.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm moving from one to another without any problem.
All right. E, you ready?
Oh, yeah, all right, Carl. I warned you in the back room. Like we're all about food up in here at Team Nerd Herd. You know what I'm saying? Like it's comics and then foods and then food. You know. So let me ask you, since you live in Italy, what is your favorite Italian dish at the moment?
At the moment, yeah, because food is taking a very large place in my life since I'm French. So yeah, I've been growing with the sense of gastronomy, and eating is something more than vital, but also a sharing moment. And since I live to Italy, I like the simple ingredients, but yeah, like full of taste. And here, so far, the plate I love the most is the parmigiana, which is based off eggplants, salsa di pomodoro, how to say, tomato sauce. I mean, everything very tasty, and fried eggplants, which means like you have a full, full of something happening in your mouth, and it's just like damn good.
Damn good. Hell yeah.
Like,
Oh
I
my
love
goodness.
eggplant. That is great.
I need to get a
Eggplant's so
vaccination
good.
and head over to Italy.
know.
Right? Just the way she says it sounds delicious.
Laura, you're reading
I
my
don't
mind.
even know. It just
I
sounds
think
amazing. Whatever.
I have to rethink the menu of tonight, because I didn't thought you would have asked those kind of questions, but now I want to eat the parmigiana tonight. What I'm gonna do?
No, man. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go get me some Italian food right now. But thank you, Carla. I'm gonna pass it down to Laura.
All right, so Carla, what are you watching right now? If you were binging something on Netflix or Hulu, or if you're just watching a movie at night with Lucio, what are you watching?
So it's kind of like the blood, the war, and everything. I'm more like kind of a little Peppa Pig thing. So we're trying to find a little way in the middle. And I love the La Casa del Papel.
Oh, okay.
How do you say Money Heist in English?
Money Heist?
Money Heist.
Oh,
Okay.
I know what you're
Okay.
talking about.
That's
Yeah, my
why.
friend
That's why
recommended
actually
that
my
one.
dog is calling Tokyo.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
Very
that's
yeah.
nice.
so cool.
A little insight.
Yeah.
I can see.
And then we like The Boys, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're watching a lot of Marvel on DC, since we're not like having so much time to read. But at night we like the Marvel and DC universe movies. Yeah, that's
a good
and
answer.
Of course, my feminine thing, like Sex and the City, Desperate Housewife.
Sex and the City never gets
Yeah.
old, huh? You could rewatch those over and over.
Exactly.
Oh, very good.
All right, Carla. So my question is comic book related. Can you tell me what is the first comic book you ever purchased?
Purchased. Like, you mean I'm collecting comic books?
No. Just
Yeah.
whatever you bought. What is the first comic book you actually went to a store or went somewhere to actually pay for?
Oh yeah. Oh, something that I buy like as a comic book, right?
Sure.
Okay, sorry. It's actually because I was in need of, because I didn't thought to be in the comic industry as a work, but everything went so fast. And I remember my first commission was, at first I was doing portraits and fine art painting. Someone asked me for a blank cover. I didn't know what was blank cover. So I went to a comic book shop and grabbed my first blank cover. And it was like so intimidating, like, oh, am I supposed to draw on this on the cover of a book? And yeah, that's my first purchase, and after, like, on the same time, I bought a Riccardo Federici comic book.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first experience in a comic shop.
And how was it? Was it good? Was it a good experience?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, I never thought I would enter in a comic shop, and so there is a first time at everything. No, I'm new. Like,
Sure.
I can say, like, for me, comics, when I was because I was a girl, like, more in the Barbie, more like not nerd. And it was like,
ouch.
And Lucho told me, you don't need to be nerd to be in the comic industry. I say,
That's
okay,
right.
fine,
Yeah.
but like not like everything at once, slow down. Like, I don't want to be like too much in it,
I mean, my heart hurts. I mean, you don't have to say it so mean though, Carla. She's like, you're a nerd. I was like,
we're all nerds. It's okay.
No. It's me. I was very ignorant, because I always saw my brother so much in the Marvel and DC and say, no, I don't want to be in that, but because I was really not meant to be in this. But then I really loved, like I say, I discovered a whole new word, and for me that was so exciting. So you told me, how was it? I was surprised because, like, I never thought, like, there was the industry was that huge with so many comic shops around the world. And when you enter in the comic shop, say, oh, do you have a Lucho Perillo? And I was so happy they told me yes. Like, I was surprised of everything, like a little girl going in the candy shop, and I was like blown away by everything because I didn't knew anything.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
honest
That's
to tell,
awesome.
I'm honest to tell. Like, I always thought, like, comics was very cliche, and that wasn't for a woman, for example. So, I was surprised to be in this, like, simply.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, Lucy, what do you got for Carla?
Okay, so do you have a routine that you have to prepare before you start drawing?
A routine. What do you mean? Like beauty routine?
Like, you have to
Brush your hair, wash your face.
That's the best routine ever.
You have to, like, have, like, a certain things with you to be able to start. If you don't have those things with you, like, you don't feel like you cannot start.
Yeah, I got a question. So, good question. There's some artists that they can have the worst pencil in the hand and a napkin, and they can do, like, an artwork on it, like Lucho. I'm very jealous. He can draw, like, even on the wall, and something will pop out and it will be, like, amazing. I'm not like this. I need I need everything to be very ordered and clean, and have my things set up. I don't need to miss, like, one color. Everything needs to be there. I'm kind of very psycho-rigid in my process, which is something good because I think it's my feminine way to make things organized and stuff. But I'm not like, when you see an art studio, you see like a paint tube, like, full of colors over and everything splashed around. Mine, you feel like you're going to a studio of a lawyer. Like, everything must be precise. You would never tell I'm painting 10 hours a day. You would never think, like, I'm drawing I'm putting gloves to work.
Nice.
Yeah. So I need my routine is kind of I need my if I'm using my reference, I need my reference on the side. If I'm everything.
Yeah, you have to
I'm
be
a mess.
organized. No,
Yeah.
you have to be organized to have everything you need. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, I'm since I'm not like meant to be an artist since I'm very young. I've been very, like, mentally trained to be like, you must be organized, so your brain is organized. And I think this thing, like, remains in me. And
Good.
I'm going away. Like,
It definitely gives you a clear picture for sure. on what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like sometimes I feel like, okay, like go free, go without thinking too much, you know. But I feel the image, like if I see just a little things going out on my paper, I say no, and I have to use the rubber, and then the rubber will leave a mark on my. I just like take the paper, do like this, and throw. Which is bad, because I saw like so many artist sketches where it's kind of, it gives personality to the artwork, but I can't do that. Like my brain is not like, I'm not ready for that. I don't know, but yeah, I try to be as clean as I need, not as I can, as I need.
I think you said it well too. That's a feminine thing. I'm the same way. I think girls kind of like things a little bit more organized, and I mean that sounds.
Yeah. Also at the Comic-Con, for example, I'm struggling so much because the space is very small. I need to be like. Sometimes I'm stressed. Like I have to go.
It's like panic mode.
I think me and Alonzo might be girls too, because we're super organized.
Yeah, you can join us.
Hey, girl,
I'm a very efficient person. I like to, like me, like around my desk, I have to be able to swing all the way around to grab everything, and everything has to be in its place. Because if it's not, I feel like it's like I'm not gonna get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So, well, let me ask you, like, go ahead.
No, tell me.
No, go ahead. I want to hear.
No, it's just like it's even like, but it makes a huge. How to say? It's shocking sometimes, because the cliche of an artist would be, you know, even the old master art studio were very like full of things, very kind of messy, and I'm like at the antipodes of this, you know. So sometimes am I real an artist? Like.
But you know, I don't get how, you know, there's like real awesome people that are super messy, and I don't get it. I'm like, how do you know? How do you do it? Like you know? So
I know the answer is like they're inspired by this. Like they make the place very personal. Like I'm like my studio would be like kind of it can be yours, can be yours. It's a very kind of anonymous. Like I don't want to leave a mark somewhere. Very very like you know, the woman's problem.
All right, let me ask you, Carla. Like, when did Carla first want to be an artist, and where?
When I first like called myself an artist.
When you first wanted to be an artist, and where?
Oh, okay. So I was in economics and politics since 18 years old.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't suit me at all, but you know, parents' pressure and everything. Oh, you need to be someone, and no. Okay. At a point, I just decided like to go away and try the art, because I've always been very manual. I need to do things, drawing, painting. I always did that, but then I said, I need to learn. So I found a school in Amsterdam. Then I went to Paris again, 2 years, and then in Florence. But I was doing more illustration for fine art, so portraiture and everything. But the one who I really owe kind of everything is Lucho. Because he really saw something in me that I didn't saw myself, and say, if you learn, you can do like awesome things. And he gave me all the tools, like to okay, now you can professionally do something with what you do. And I got my first cover artwork like very fast, like too fast. I didn't expect to work that soon in the industry. So that was such an opportunity, but at the same time, a lot of pressure. And I'm keeping learning. Like, I don't want to stop learning, because I think like an artist should never stop learning. So yeah, that was it's in Florence in Lucho's atelier that I knew that I wanted to become a comic artist.
That's so neat. Isn't your first book? It was Sabrina the Teenage Witch, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's such a nice cover. If I can get my hands on it, it's on my wish list. We're gonna get that eventually here.
Well, thank you. Thank you guys for appreciating my art.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And then like that Starlight that you did
Yeah,
for
Starlight.
the boys, Dear Becky. Oh my god, that it was stunning. And that's what really drew me into your art, was seeing that that cover, and I was like, oh my god. I'm like, I need to know what other things she's done. And, you know, so I started just to like look into it and pick up some of those Dynamite books, just so I can get a piece of it. I mean, they're gorgeous.
I owe a lot also to Scorpion Comics that makes me all those exclusive covers. First for Vampirella, and then the Starlight, Dear Becky, The Boys, because the one of the owner of Scorpion Comics, he's one of the first person I met, but not when I wasn't a comic artist, and he made me paint his 2 kids' portrait. And when he saw the portrait I did for his kids, then I say, "Why don't you do like covers?" And I say, "Me? Covers? No, I'm not ready." And he just like told me I got an editor mail and say, "Okay, someone requests you for a cover." I say, "Oh my god, that's soon." And so yeah, I did so many stuff for them, and that Dear Becky, I really enjoyed the process. So.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, it's sold out in seconds. I mean, Scorpion is known for their, you know, like their covers to sell like in matters of minutes. Not even minutes. It's like seconds.
Yeah.
I saw your Vampirella, and I think was my introduction into your work. And then I saw Starlight, and then same with Alonzo. I looked online. I said I have to see a lot of her other work, and it's in a different direction. I think with comic book collecting, the beauty of it is you get to see different artists. You get a certain appeal for their art. You know, I know Laura likes fine art, and she's a fan of fine art as well. And to me, I'm looking at books, but I also look at it like, well, what are the depths of this artist, and what can they create aside from just comic books? So, I mean, you were saying you do a lot of fine art and a lot of backgrounds and portraits. I would imagine living in Italy, I mean, you could just go out to your deck and just stare out into beauty. I mean, when I go out there, I'm looking at nothing. Oh, beautiful. See, when I go out, I'm looking at a neighbor, one that I don't like right now. I'm back. I'm sorry. Back to me.
Certainly, it inspired a lot to live in a city where it's like an open sky museum, you know.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. But Steve, really quickly though, I mean, when you look at your stuff, you can definitely see the inspiration that you pulled from Lucio. You can see that he has definitely had a huge effect on your art. But at the same time, Carla, you are becoming your own force. Like, you see your stuff and I know it's yours. You have your own specific touch to it. It looks like every one of your covers looks like its own little individual masterpiece to me. I think they're incredible. And like Steve was saying, that's what drew me into this world was cover. I love Jenny Frison. So does Lucy. That's one of our faves. But again, you're definitely...
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited to see what else you have coming out.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I try to make them like refine as much as I can. And also, of course, you will see always Lucho's inspiration also because I'm watching him painting since 5 years every day. And so, of course, your eyes is like, you take inspiration. Also for the female proportion I use, you'll see like I'm inspired by people I see every day. Like you can't like, I have less creativity than Lucho, but I'm very attentive to realism and I'm trying to make them like very, how would say, genuine, you know? Like, also for proportion, I'm trying to bring them as real as I can, you know?
That's
So-
what I was gonna say. Like I like how you make them, not like the bodies that they're real people, and
Women
that's
have
something-
thighs
yes,
and butts
yes, and that's
and
something that we have talked about, like the sexuality in women and stuff like that. Like
if
some-
if it was for me, I would do like slightly different, but you have always an editor above your head, and they're asking for some specifics. But I'm always trying to keep the shape and enhancing the female body, which this is what I love most to paint. So shapes, forms. If there is like a little how would say, not too skinny, not too body built. I'm trying to do like a midway where a woman can identify herself, especially for Ritsonia, because I think it's a character that a lot of women wants to identify easily too. So I'm trying to keep like something like normal, like it's comics, but yeah, it can be fine art as it would be like your sister posing for Ritsonia,
So speaking of posing and stuff like that, because everything is so realistic with your art, do you use like a real life model, or do you like use like your computer or a book and find pictures of women and just kind of use them as reference?
Alonzo's volunteering.
So
He's like, I will pose for you.
So
Alonzo will become punchline for you.
I won't be buying that cover.
It's a great question also, because when you do a realistic stuff, of course you need to be based on realistic things. Otherwise, it's not as realistic as you can see there. So some of my covers are more realistic than others. Is because I have a model that posed for me live. Like sometimes she's here and I'm like drawing, posing different stuff. Also, you need a strong knowledge in anatomy, also because what you see in real life, it's always distorted by the perspective, the photography. Like if I put my camera like this, you will see my head so big that you feel like she's disproportionate if I draw that. So you need to adjust everything. So if I need a hand, I will take a picture of the hand with the light and shadows. So what I'm using is not much like the model. It's more like putting the right lights and shadows on an object. The object will be the figure, and you need like to get that volume, to get that realism. It's the lights and shadows, because there is no lines. Like even the nose, there is no lines. It's just like lights, shadows. So it's just about this. So it's a bit of a mix of everything. So if I have a nice like light on shadows on a bust, I will use that bust, but then I will take my feet or my face, and then you do like a kind of a mashup of everything, and that's the point. Like to get realistic stuff, you need to be based on realism, and realism it's made of lights and shadows. So I get my lights and shadows from life models, from myself. That's it.
Yeah, and I want to ask you, I really like this cover. I'm going to do something we never did here on Nerd Herd. I'm going to bust out a cover that you did. I like this cover, I really do. I mean, my thing is that there's no body to it, right? So you're not getting, you're not doing this whole thing about like, let's make this sexy body, right? Like it's all face. It's all like and you can see on this, like the attitude, right? Like, you tell us more about this. I think, Merrick, this is a dope one. How did this happen?
You want to see the process?
No, just tell us what the process was like.
I really want to bring that portrait very strong and powerful, and keep the attention in the eyes, because the viewer is always attracted by the eyes first. So I've been working on the eyes, and the eyes, I took mine as a base, like this. And and then it's here you can see, maybe I would say less realism, also because I had to edit digitally the hair. I have the original with me.
Can I see the original?
Oh! This is
Alonzo,
no.
you cannot.
I'm sorry.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Alonzo would
It's
probably
pa-
buy it from you. Alonzo.
It's packed and ready to be shipped, but
Oh, Alonzo can't buy it.
Someone beat me to it.
mm, but yeah, this one, I use I mean, this is not the face of somebody here. It's a kind of a human proportion, and you bring just like the expression in the eyes, and just like the right lights and shadows that you can put on your single face. Like it's not like Megan Fox or Angelina Jolie. You would see the difference if I do like a very strong look likeness portrait, and if not, here it's not. So you can see like the mouth isn't like that much rendered realistically. But I really like, because it's my first DC comic cover, so I wanted to bring something more comics in it. Adding also those stuff that realistically, like if I would do like a sticker or a makeup, it wouldn't render like this. But I really wanted to put like strong colors and make something different.
It's definitely striking. Like you said, the eyes are everything, and I think that would go for all men. I mean, when they're like looking at a woman that they're interested in, I think for me it's all in the eyes. It's the first thing I look at, because it's just how you identify with that person. But this is beautiful. I mean, the hair laying off to the side, there's just so much attitude towards it, and it just really zeroes in on her face. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I don't want to run
definitely
this question.
The eyes is just like, that's the first thing. It just kind of like it draws you. Like I mean,
that's the aim.
Yeah,
That's the aim of the game here. It's like I really wanted to keep. It was challenging, because when you see like this big mark of green hair, your eyes will go to the hair, but you will go in any case back to the eyes, because it's what like makes your it keeps your eyes like attention.
For sure. And you know what? And just in case you didn't know, which I'm sure you do already, this issue that you did, this variant cover, sold out in seconds.
Yeah, I know.
But I was able to get it through, so I'm just waiting for my order to come. But it was like, of all the variants for this particular issue for Batman 108, I had to get yours.
Well, thank you
again,
so much.
to everybody's point here on the panel, I mean, it's those eyes. I mean, it really spoke to me, and it was something different than all the other variants that I saw, that I had to get this one.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I have to say that for that one, it was, I mean, this is what I'm more trained for, portraits. I really love portraits, because I can keep my attention only on a single face and refine every single like little hair, little lines. And this is what I enjoy most, portraits.
And I want to ask a question for the ladies on the panel, because I'm not a lady and I can't speak for the ladies. But I don't think a man can make this like facial expression. Like I think it's I don't know. I mean, I think a woman could do this and understand this more, because it's just like, why are you trying to size me up? You want to size me up, you're gonna get some. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Watch out, otherwise I will bite you.
Oh, she nailed it. She got this perfectly. There is so much attitude, that female attitude, and to be able to capture it the way she did is incredible. Did you like doing the hair digitally, or do you prefer more of the traditional approach to art?
I preferred I mean, I did them traditionally, but just to have this green, very electric, I had to just like saturate a little more. So I did them like traditionally, fully. It's very it's a lot of work, but I really enjoy like every single. I love like going through details like so much. So I can spend a day only on the edges of the eye. I'm very patient, because I really want like I want things to be the way I have in mind. So
like you're envisioning it.
I won't leave a space for I wanted this. Oh, it's fine. I got this. No, I have to go like if the eyes would have been like that turquoise color, it has to be the right color for me.
It's beautiful. Lucy, what do you think of the eyes? You said before it captures you, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just so, I don't. They seem just so realistic. I
Yeah.
it just looks like just a picture. It doesn't seem like something that you drew. Like it just, I don't know. It's just beautiful. Like I try to look at other stuff, and I just keep coming back to the eyes. It's just perfect.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Too much compliments. Also about expression. I had so much. I enjoy so much doing the Vampirella covers issues, exclusive for Scorpion, because he gave me like really like a white card to do whatever I wanted, and I wanted those 5 issues to have a thread, and I wanted to represent the different expression of a woman. So Vampirella 8 was like passion, passion, like the one in the background, like passion and envy. No, not envy. How to say? Yeah, passion, like kind of a woman who have pleasure. Then we got like the angriness.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy doing expression, like.
I mean, I think it's a masterpiece. It gives you like an ode to the woman, and to like a woman is just poetry in motion. Like us men, we just we're just bumbling idiots. But the women are poetry in motion. I mean, the essence and the beauty of it. I mean, just my God.
So, I'm
really. Tell me.
Oh, I was gonna say, like you had mentioned Vampirella, and I noticed that some of your work looks very, very similar to Lucio's.
Yeah.
And did you draw inspiration from that? I mean, it's like I see some of it, and his Vampirella covers are very iconic.
Yeah, my the first Vampirella 8 was kind of a homage for Lucio. I don't tell, because like when he saw me painting, I like this one. I want to make my own version of yours. It's fine. Like we're. I mean, it's kind of my recognition. I'm like he's inspiring me so much. So of course I'm inspired by what he does, and he just like proud of this. So yeah, I'm especially for Vampirella.
How about this is Alonso's? This is Alonso's favorite ever. Go ahead, Alonso.
Yeah, again, this is the one that really drew me into your work. And again, like Lucy, Laura, I mean, pretty much everybody said it's like the eyes, and it's just something about it. Like she's just like ready. Like, I mean, you can tell like she's very strong, and she's ready to get into that fight. I mean, even like with the way you kind of position the body too. I mean, she's just ready to go. And again, this one just drew me in. And I haven't stopped collecting your stuff. And just like Laura, though, I do want to get that Sabrina, but it's like it's a ghost.
Yeah,
you can't find it.
I have a few copies of Sabrina.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, when I look at this one though, the eyes are great. Don't get me wrong; those are fantastic. But I always, for this one, I look at the lips. Look at her face, like the way her mouth is making an expression. It's kind of like not a snarl, but almost like she's kind of ready. I think with the mouth is when I look on this one.
There's attitude.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is something very challenging when you're doing covers. Is that you don't want like. Especially when it's the same character that you have to do like for 10 issues, you don't want like to do the same stuff. So even like moving a bit the lips, even like changing the angle, you need like to renew yourself. So I'm trying with those expression, like you picture pretty well all the expression I did, and I'm trying to find like different pose, different expression that makes my more the battle and the I don't know how to say in English, but I miss myself.
No, it's okay. Carla, if I can ask you, is there a character that you haven't drawn that you would like to draw, like a specific character that you've seen on comic book covers? And if so, who would that be?
I did. You mean for covers or in general?
Just in general. I mean, if you saw a character that you'd want to draw, who would that be?
My favorite character is like Harley Quinn. And I would love to do a cover, but I did like so many Harley Quinn for a private commission. So I compensate my I really love that character. So I did so many portraits of Harley. But Harley Quinn and who else? Which one? Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. I was thinking that too. You would kill it on that.
I really like feminine, like that has the, I'm more in like the less is more. So not too much like costume, not too much colors. Because I'm thinking in terms of colors too. I like when it's like a very harmonious. And some comic characters bring like too many colors at once. Also for Molly, if I had to do like a full body, would have been like too many colors and so it brings like less fine art and more comics. And some characters are more comics, less fine art, which I enjoy both. But for some character like Poison Ivy, I really like because like it's.
You would be so good at that. Keep her sexy and simple. That's kind of like your style. I feel like keep it simple, but just very, very sexy.
Yeah, there is a proverb. I always use that. Keep it simple and sexy.
That's it. Yes, that's it.
KIS.
Oh my god, I love it.
KIS.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine your Harley Quinn in my mind right now, and I'm just like, can you guys? As soon as she said it, you start picturing it, right? Totally. Obviously, I think she would get the crazy eyes. That's important with Harley, is capturing that crazy, but she can't be like too crazy. You got to find a nice balance there where you still see some of her behind the eyes.
Yeah. Also, her very clear skin, very whitish skin.
That porcelain skin, yeah.
Yeah. The how to say, like her hair starting very blonde and then goes a little like on the pink and the blue. It's very enjoyable to do. So,
very cool.
That is so awesome.
So, so you've already done work for DC. Is there anything in the works for Marvel?
I saw you.
Can't tell.
Right? Can't say.
I saw you.
I can't say. Like I never did anything so far, but who knows? Yeah, that's my answer.
I saw on your Instagram you did a storm, and again her eyes, like it. The colors, everything. Just
thank you.
So beautiful, and again realistic.
This one is
beautiful.
Thank you so much. I do a lot of Marvel painting, but for private commission. I'm working a lot on private commission. As I'm doing traditional painting and pretty big too, so I had a lot of requests for Marvel character.
So, how if I wanted a commission from you, how would I go about it?
You just email me. I'm not like too hard to. I'm not too hard to talk with. I'm talking a lot on Instagram to people. I'm always trying to answer, even if it's just for a compliment or so. I think the beauty in this industry is to keep yourself very simple and make everyone very friendly and easy, because it's like it's comics, it's not like we're dealing like with a lawyer or so. So I'm I'm trying to deal direct with people and to make myself very available.
That's
awesome.
Very good to know. It's very good to know. Thank you for that.
I could see Alonso's face already smiling.
I know.
Yeah, the only thing is that for this year I'm like full. But
You're full. Yeah.
yeah, but for the beginning of 2022, I'm opening my list very soon.
Okay,
But during
I like
cons,
that.
right?
Okay.
But during cons, right? I remember us talking in the backstage, and you love cons, right? Like, tell us more. Like, what is your favorite con that you ever that you like to go to?
So the most where I'm like very like blown away and like magic is happening in San Diego.
There you go, man.
But I must say
We're waiting.
Where I'm having more fun is in Orlando MegaCon, because I can
Really?
go to Disneyland and Universal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you're not that far from California Adventures and Disneyland, so
yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
But in Orlando, I mean, it's also the place and the people that makes the experience. And in Orlando, we were with just like all those artists that we're very friend with. So we hang out, we play pool at night. I mean, it was very, very funny. Like, you don't feel like you're actually working. San Diego is a lot of pressure because like you have a full list of commission to complete in 4 days, and in the first 5 minutes of the con you're already full. So it's kind of very
Really?
it's a lot, yeah.
Huh? People just run up to your booth, or are they sending you emails and requesting?
Both. There is like a pre-commission, like that the first day I will deliver to the client.
Okay.
That I did previously. And the people like the first the prelim night, you know, there is like always the like I think
preview night, right?
The preview night.
Yep.
The preview night, there is like everything go crazy because I have like, let's say 10 spot on the commission list, and the 9th spot is going like on the preview night. So say I have to be there 5 days, and the people who will be there like only the Saturday, but I'm gonna tell them, you know. So
No, I know.
So I have to. I mean, it's a lot of. I have to do a lot, which is good. But I would like to have like 8 hands, you know.
It's funny that you say that, because I've actually done that on preview night and go to Artist Alley and say, hey, may I please have a commission? And sometimes I'm able to get on that list, sometimes not. And I'm like, I just got on the floor. What happened?
I know. It was
crazy.
We had John Boy on here, and I told John Boy, I was like, dude, I always want to get a commission from you from San Diego for like the last like 5-6 years. But every time I go by, man, your head's just down drawing. I don't want to bother you. He's like, dude, just say what's up. I was like, bro, but you guys all you guys in the Artist Alley always look so busy. Like, you guys are like trying to get it done, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Also because like, of course, I understand also the client in front. Like, you have only 4 or 5 days, and you want your commission to be completed because like you pay an amount of money, and you will go on Sunday, and you need things to be finished, you know. So I don't want to take much, so I can guarantee to have finished. But at the same time, you want to satisfy everyone. It's a compromise.
Pretty hectic, I imagine.
Yeah. But next time you're in San Diego, like you got to hit us up. Like, we'll take you and Lucio out to where we call one of our best taco spots out here in San Diego, and it's called Cuatros Milpas, man. I took a couple of the guys there last time. It was like 2 years ago. But yeah, you guys got to hit us up because we'll take you to spots, you know.
At our next San Diego con, definitely we can hang out and have dinner and have a little not an e-meeting, but like a real life moment.
Yeah, definitely. To be able to close out the con in peace, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invite myself. I'll be there too.
I'm
gonna come join you guys.
You guys are going to be in line with us. We're going to have that full Comic Con experience. We're going to be at the booth. We're going to be able to talk to Carla, and then we're going to be able to say, okay, we're going to leave you and let you work a masterpiece, and then we'll spend time. Definitely.
Steve will bring you some Dole Whip, Carla. That's what Steve does. He comes by on a scooter with a Dole Whip. So here you go, Carla. Yeah.
It'll be like you were at Disney.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's
Lucy, what were you gonna say?
Oh, what's a snack when you're here in the States? What's the snack, talking about food, snack that you like from that you can only get in the United States?
In the United States, what I love the most. Okay, I'm very cliche, but I love Starbucks, and I love the tacos. No, it's not the burritos.
Oh,
Burritos.
The
Oh.
guacamole.
yeah.
Oh,
Guacamole with that cheddar that's going everywhere, and you don't know where to put your hands. And I really like that kind of stuff. I'm not like, I'm a bit into the cliche, but I'm very healthy and trying to eat like very vegetarian, very like salads and everything. But when I'm in US, like I'm just like, okay, let's go.
That's how we do
Definitely.
here.
yeah,
That's how we
definitely.
do. Oh, so you just love coming with us, because, yo, man, like we do it up, man, during the con, like, and there's so many good places. If you go outside of like the downtown area, there are some great tacos and great burritos. There's a great truck that's like 10 minutes away, like in like what we call South Park, and that's kind of where we park, and then we take Ubers in. Like you guys are all totally welcome to come with us.
Old Town San Diego, there was a restaurant in Old Town San Diego that they had the lady kind of like on the street walk, like, and she was making tortillas by hand and making it, and people can buy, grab the tortillas and they'll put like butter and salt. It was so good. I'm like, oh my God, this is perfect. I just want to live here because Mexican food everywhere. It was.
I think
beautiful.
I think from Parmigiana that I wanted to eat tonight, I moved to a tacos right now.
We changed our minds.
Yeah.
That's perfect. It'll be a taste of California, Carla, till next year, till you come back and we start hitting San Diego Comic-Con and all these other cons that you'll be at. We're super excited.
Super true. I can't wait. Like, to be honest, I just like wish it would have been this summer, but a bit of patience more, and I would be like so happy to meet you there.
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
definitely.
Lunch is on us on one of the days. You guys are totally welcome to come with us. Laura, you're down too. Laura and Lucy already knows she's welcome to come, because Lucy's a taco eating Californian too, man. All of us are.
I just had some last night, so yeah.
Oh, you guys are all California, right? All four of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all
like the odd man out here. All right.
Oh,
Laura, where are you at?
I'm in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
right.
you're like California
You're
too
house
far.
on the top.
We
House
Oh.
on the top.
What's the
Huh?
difference?
Yeah,
There's no difference. I mean, we're all by Mexico, so we all love like Mexican food. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Carla, can you tell our viewers where they can find you? Like on your social platforms. Can you please let them know where they can find you and where they could be on the lookout for?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very reactive and posting as much as I can in Instagram, which is like kind of my website. I'm using only this platform to make it easier. It's c.lart, L-A-R-T. I'm reading DM. You can ask me about commission information. You can watch my story on my process. I divided all my work in progress stuff, all my finished artwork. You can see my preview, released covers. And on Facebook, I can't accept all the friend requests because Facebook has a limit and I'm kind of very closed. But Instagram is definitely like the best way to follow my work, and I'm very grateful. I got a very kind of a huge community in such a small amount of time, and I'm very grateful for people who follow me.
Well, we're following you and we're fans most definitely. So we are, and there'll be more to come most definitely. And Laura and Lucy, can you give our viewers where they can find you guys at and what you guys got in the works?
Well, I'll go first here. I'm at Bird City Comics. My husband and I own it. So if you guys haven't seen us, we do live auctions on Facebook. You can find us on our website 24/7. And then Lucy and I do Comic Book Women on the Tales from the Flip Side channel on Tuesdays. at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we do Nearing Nerdvana, which is our own personal channel over on Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, 10?
So 7 Pacific time.
Yeah. So you can find us on Instagram, Facebook. We're kind of everywhere. And yeah, I'm fingers crossed here that Bird City Comics will get an exclusive with Carla here in the next year. That's the goal.
Awesome. That would be awesome.
That would be
That is
awesome.
the plan.
Take my money, Laura.
I
Take
know,
my
right?
money.
Thank you.
I'm sending it to you right now. I'm sending it to you right now.
It's also very cool. I have to tell that, of course, you guys, but I really enjoyed meeting Lucy and Laura because we don't see so much women in the comic industry, and it
awesome.
makes me like very happy because it's
You
very
guys are
cool.
all awesome.
That makes me smile. Thank you.
There's so many girls, and it's just still growing and growing, and that's why we want to do like, especially like like Comic Book Woman and Near Nirvana, so they can see that they encourage them and feel that safe, that there's woman in comics.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I always think there's a lot of little girls and teens and women that are into comics, but they just don't have the community to get on board with. And I just really like these ladies. They're doing it for.
We're working on it.
Yeah, and we're here to help because everybody should have their community, right? So
We are all one but community. That's
Definitely.
it. Lucy, Mama Comic Lucy, can you tell us where we can find you, girl?
Well,
yeah.
My Instagram, Mama Comic, and the same Comic Book Woman every Tuesday, and Near Nirvana on Fridays. So yeah, make sure to follow us, and you never know what's gonna happen with us.
Definitely sub them up, y'all. Sub them up.
Sub
Follow
'em up.
everybody. Support your comic community. But
All in the description too.
down below. But Carla, can you take us out Team Nerd Herd style, please?
Si tu veux faire bien, achète ce que tu aimes.
Damn.
Awesome.
Love
Thank
it.
That's it. I could have said anything in French, like I love tacos and burritos, and you're gonna have seen the difference, but I say it